Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy III Pixel Remastered. I am Marusu, and today I'm going to fix some things. All right. Did- Uh, sorry about that. Today is going to be mostly trying to find enemies. It's not much today, but I do want to fix some information that I have given to people. First things first is I I'm gonna talk while I'm trying to find these enemies. There's 5 enemies in this lake, the inner sea, around around the Nepto Temple. We saw one in the last episode, but I'm gonna show it again just cause this is another enemy, a sea elemental. Just auto attack it. Should go down pretty simply. All right, so the first thing I wanted to say is I batch record all of these episodes. I record multiple videos in a day and then get to editing it at a later date. So I didn't notice until like a couple of days after recording the first video that lowering the in-game master volume down to 80 did make the music uh, a little too quiet. So I put that back up now to make sure I put that back up. I'm pretty sure I just did. Yeah. Put that back up so the music should be fine again. Another thing that I wanted to address is the sea serpent that we fought in the last episode, I think it was. It wasn't the last episode, it was one before that. The one that was blocking our path right here. Apparently that was Leviathan. Okay, so this is the Sahagin. Sorry, I keep cutting myself off. This is the Sahagin. We saw this in the last episode accidentally. I'm showing it again here. It's also here. There's one enemy in this location that's insanely rare, and I'm hoping it does not take me 30 minutes to find them. But after I find these 4 enemies, if I can't find them in the next 2 fights, then I'll just skip it and just cut until I find them. But yeah, that was apparently Leviathan, the second iteration of Leviathan in this game. We will see him again later. I knew he appeared later on in the game, but I never put 2 and 2 together that was Leviathan there. And then after the Nepto Temple, he flees and goes somewhere else, and then we can fight him again later, kind of like Bahamut. They are monsters that you can fight later on in the game. I didn't know that was Leviathan. I always thought that was just Nepto. But I guess Nepto is supposed to be a reference to Neptune, the king of the sea, and that's his temple and a shrine for Leviathan, which makes a lot of sense to me. A sea element. I'm gonna leave out into the water a little bit and see if I can find the other enemies. But ooh, I'm dying. The big one I wanted to talk about was stat growth as well as the difference between character levels and job levels. Now, oh, that's why I'm not doing any damage. I forgot to put them back in the front. Make sure that you do that. That when you take people back from being mages, make sure you put them back in the front. All right, so yeah, here's another one, a Tangi. It's like a sea horse dragon. It's like it's a creature that looks like it's based off of the I can't think of their names. The Nordic like seahorses. They're like Nep Neptes, I think they're called. I can't think of the name right now, but if you played God of War Ragnarok, they're in there. It's like a seahorse. They're like half horse, half like fish thingies that are able to swim underwater. These things are like based off of that. But yes. So I did a lot of research on this. A lot of research on this. And my consensus of what I found out is that character level as well as job level is completely different. The job that you are upon leveling up your character level does not influence your stat growth, with the exception of, I'm pretty sure, HP. With Monk, here's actually I think this is the yep, this is the insanely rare one that I was looking for. Nice. This is the one I was afraid I was going to have to work like 30 minutes to try to find. It's insanely rare. Yay. This is a monster from your nightmares. But yeah, so from my understanding is HP is the only thing that gets influenced upon what your job is, with Monk having the highest stat growth and the highest bonuses to HP upon leveling up. Outside of that, when your character levels up, not job, when your character levels up, it increases your stats normally, like any other game, right? There's probably a hidden mechanic in there that determines on what your stats are, or it might be completely randomized. But character levels only increase your base stats. And then what job level does is, depending on the job that you are, you will get modifications to every single one of your stats, right? With like warrior over here, like I don't know the very specifics because there's a lot that goes into it, but from my understanding is, like, for warrior, they'll get a bonus in every single one of their stats, right? Strength, agility, stamina, intelligence, spirit, right? Just those stats, not the other ones, because that's all determined by gear. HP and MP, right? They will give a modification to those stats, to all of them, but warrior gets a more modification and strength, with strength, I think stamina and HP, whereas black mage gets more modifications in intelligence and MP, and white mage being spirit and MP, hence why the number is so high. Now, all that being said, your job level, as it levels up, it increases that. And here's the last fight, the last enemy, a killer fish. Don't know why all the enemies in this game look creepy as hell. Anyways, your job level is the higher your job level. Like, see, Arc and Refuge's job level just went up, which means that their modifiers for that specific job are increasing. The higher your job level is, the more modifiers you will have. It makes it to where the game can be balanced to a point of like how should I put this? I'm trying to make sure I get the information absolutely as best as I can for people to understand as I am able to. It balances the game to the point of, like, if you are a character level 99, right? You'll have more stats with a job that is at a higher level than one that is at a lower level, right? So it is possible for, like, for example, if Lunith's warrior job was at job level 99, right, which is max level, he might possibly have more intelligence than a level 10 black mage could have, because it still modifies every single one of his stats. But a level 99 black mage will have more intelligence than a 99 warrior, right? So the higher the level of the job, the higher the modifications are. And if you happen to change jobs, right? Which I'll get into changing jobs a little bit later when I get new jobs to change into. Oh, dang it. happened again. I'm really hoping I was not muted. Okay. In the case that I was muted because I'm not entirely I accidentally coughed in y'all's ear because I either didn't push down my mute mic button hard enough, or I was muted this entire time. I'm like religiously looking at it, so I don't think I was muted, but just in case I was, um, essentially what I just said is the higher the job level is, the higher the stat modifications for that particular job is. And if you change a job, which I'll get into more specifics of changing a job later on, I just want to make sure I know where I'm going next. I want to say, where was it? Where was I going? Okay, right there. The cursor's up. Yeah, right there. Okay. I'll get into changing jobs a little bit later when I have more jobs to turn into. So I'll end up explaining that into more detail. But essentially, if you change jobs, it will change your multipliers, right? So your base stats will remain the same, but if you go from like warrior to black mage, it will adjust your modifiers to what your new class is. All right. So if you're playing the Pixel Remaster version of this game, you need to go into every single location in the game. This is one of the locations. You can come in here. It's a missable location. The game does not take you here. The mages who changed the Elder Tree into a wandering creature can change its weakness. One who can see through the deception may be able to defeat him. Have you heard of Hien? He uses the barrier shift spell to change his weakness. We are the fairies who inhabit these woods. He and the royal advisor of Castle Argus is the one who cursed the Elder Tree to wander the land. Did you say that? Yeah. The Elder Tree of these woods are cursed into the shape of a monstrous castle. Now it wanders the desert aimlessly. You must help. The woods are alive. I hear the cries of the woods. They weep to the Elder Tree that has made these woods its home for 1,000 years. But that great tree was cursed by a despicable mage and left the woods behind. Without the Elder Tree, these woods will soon perish. Our home, our friends, the trees will wither away. Also, it's monk time. What do you say? Now that we have a ship, we can go anywhere, see anything, visit all ladies of the land. Just kidding. You have a girlfriend. Calm down. Isn't King Argus supposed to know something about airship engines? The Golgans are sightless wraiths. I hear they never leave their gulch. I wonder if they really can tell the future. Hey, it's funny you mentioned that. Alright, so here's 3 new enemies I was going to get to in a little bit. The Knocker, the Flyer, and the Gorgon. Knocker is a stronger version of the... and you're dead. I forgot, things can hit pretty hard in this game, and I should probably pay more attention. Alright. Yeah, jobs level went up again, which means more modifiers. Also, your character level does not determine your MP. It does not. That is simply a job level thing. Job level is far more important than character level. Remember that. Alright. There's still one more enemy to find, but I'll find him on my way to the next location. Is there anything else that I wanted to run by everyone? I really do hope that I was not muted. Yeah. So, to summarize, character level only increases base stats. Job upon character level up does not matter. What's my button? Actually, that was the right button. Uh, Job upon character level up does not matter, does not influence anything except for maybe HP, with Monk having the highest stat growth on that. And leveling up gives you base stats increases, just like any normal RPG, with your job giving you modifiers based on your level. Higher level increases the number of modifier that level gives you. I don't want to go down there. Here's 4 more knockers. Alright. I'm done with you people. The HP goes away pretty fast in this game. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I really wanted. Yeah, you want to go down here to this place, Golgan Gulch. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I needed to say that I wasn't too sure about that I looked up. I mentioned a couple of videos ago about the monk's barehandedness. Also, this music is gonna put me to sleep. It's so soothing. This is Golgan Gulch. You should know that the Golgans are born sightless. However, we made up for our lack of vision with a sixth sense. Some of our kind can even see the future. We serve the wind crystal, the source of light, and that whose power has been bestowed upon you. Henceforth, you must go to the crystal of fire, water, and earth. They will grant you greater powers than you already possess. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. All of the monsters all 5 monsters in the inner sea that I showed you earlier, the Tangy, um the killer I'm not muted. The killer fish, the hermit, the sea elemental, the Tangy, and the Sahagin, right? All of them are all of them are missable bestiary entries. They will become missable at some point in the game. So it is best to try to find all 5 of them now at the first point that you get a boat. So if you're looking for the full bestiary entry, uh, look for them now. The great earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystals, sourced of the world's light, were swallowed into the depths as monsters emerged from the chasm now scarring the earth. Yet that was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. I see a future of both light and darkness, but this is by no means set in stone. The living woods, the sentient forest, calls to you. I see a future of both light and darkness. No, you already said the same thing. We stay sequestered away in the gulch, but those who know the future should not dare to influence fate. When crimson flames threaten the tower's destruction, he who alters fate's course will awaken to his destiny. I sense the fire crystal is centered on the island of the dwarves. The Earth's power sealed away the other 3 sources of light. The Earth crystal may have been sealed in a similar fashion. Alright, so go down here. Yeah, there's 3 chests and an item here. Let's talk to this guy. I have been expecting you. Take this spell and use it to enter the Tower of Owens to the north. Your destiny awaits you there, Detch. And we received Toad. Guess you can figure out what's gonna happen next. It's gonna be another mini situation. There we go. And down here we get Mage Robe, an Ice Rod, and a Fire Rod. Can you not wield those? Guess you cannot. Now, I should probably give you the rods. It'll increase his intelligence, and he is a black mage. Yep. You know what? I'm giving him rods. And you have the mage robes. I'll give you the rods. Whatever. Alright, so there's still a hidden item around here somewhere. Oh no, the hidden item was that's right. Yeah. I forgot. This game, the items on the map also count towards items given to you, not just hidden items. Alright, so now we have to go find that last enemy I did not find yet. Over by the tower. Knocker and a flyer. Actually, he doesn't need to do that. He has rods now. Yeah, because we can't get out because of the giant whirlwind blocking our path. There's the last enemy, a lizard man. Alright, so I'm gonna have you use the fire rod. Oh, it just bolsters the powers of flames and ice. They're not actually usable. Okay. But you know what is usable? The fire staff. There you go. Alright, I think I said everything that needed to be said about my misinformation. Sorry about that in the first episode. Hopefully it didn't turn too many people away from the game. There's so much information around this game that it's and there's also 3 different versions of this game. So it's like the information is a bit it's hard to tell which information is accurate and which one is not accurate. Right. That being said, I don't think there's anything else to really say. I turned up the music. I mentioned the way that levels work. Mentioned Leviathan. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. In the next episode, we will enter the tower. Comment down below if I missed any information, or if I still got the leveling and the stat growth and everything wrong. Please correct me. I want to give people correct information. I spent hours researching, and there's just so much information, but a lot of it contradicted itself. So I didn't know exactly what to like what was accurate or not. So I just took whatever I seen the most of. I figured that was gonna be like the more accurate. So comment down below if I missed anything. Give me information so I can make sure I get this right. If you like what I do here, like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time when we enter this tower, take care and bye-bye.